live on Twitch right now. And don't worry if this is your first time playing. We'll take it slow and go through the rules and stuff as we go. No problem at all. One important feature of the Adventure League is...
Yo, can y'all still hear me clear? I just want to test real quick.
You bet, Jeremy.
Yep.
Hear you good.
Okay, good. You can probably turn up just slightly now. I had myself blasting for some reason. Sorry, dudes.
Nice.
Okay, so you guys are on the northern shore of the Moon Sea, which is in the northern reaches of the Forgotten Realms, and you're in the city of Phlan. And the Cult of the Dragon has come to the city. The city itself is lawless. Its ruler was killed recently, and now the city guard basically acts as the rulers, and the chief of the city guard acts as the town's mayor. And those are the Blackfist guards. So there are other important groups, though. There's 5 different factions in the realms: the Harpers, the Order of the Gauntlet, the Emerald Enclave, the Lord's Alliance, and the Zentarum. And so you guys, if you want, can be members of one of those factions with your characters. I know some of you already picked factions. Here's a little brief look at what they are. And this will come into play later on as you adventure in the Adventurers League. As you go up in ranks, you get like access to being able to buy magic items or go on special missions or hire henchmen or stuff like that. But you don't get renown unless you are part of a faction. So if you want adventurers without a faction, you won't be gaining the renown. So go ahead and decide if you want to pick one now, and let me know which one that is.
Yeah, I'm in Order of the Gauntlet.
And also, it'll matter for which adventures we do tonight, because I want to make sure that you guys all get coverage. So we got Emerald Enclave, Order of the Gauntlet.
I'm in the Harpers.
Harpers. Anyone not mentioned there?
I'm probably gonna have to go Order of the Gauntlet also.
Okay. So you guys are in the town of Phlan, and you are at a place, a tavern in Phlan called Madame Fiona's Tea Kettle. It's on the corner of the Mezzanine and this no-name street here in the middle of Phlan. And you guys had heard that that's a good place to find adventure and where other adventurers gather. And you'd met a bunch of other adventurers there, amongst them you guys. So why don't we just go around the table here. We'll go in the order of your names. And you can describe what your character class is, and what they look like, and that kind of stuff. So, Aaron, go ahead. Oh, Aaron, you might be on mute right now. Still on mute for some reason. We'll skip you while you figure that out. Azimuthal, go ahead.
Alright, so I'm playing as Azimuthal. He is a hill dwarf monk. He's been kind of outcast because he doesn't like swords and all the armor that dwarves are normally equipped with. And so he's been outcast and has left his home and has been on a penance and been out on his own in solitude. And he's really quiet. He doesn't really do much. He's very stoic, and he's just calm, collect, and really quiet. So he won't say much, but he likes punching things. So I mean, that's good, right?
Krios, go ahead.
I'm playing Larian. He's a sorcerer half-elf. He's kind of plain in features. You know, he's not too sexy, not too awesome, not too ugly either. But he's kind of boisterous. There's something that just doesn't sit right with him whenever he talks with different people. You can tell that he's hiding some stuff, but you know, he's kind of a social butterfly, so kind of that he's just exaggerating, make the day better.
Hey, Jeremy, the music's coming through again.
It is?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe
he is a
picking up all
sorcerer,
this
but
crap in my-
he doesn't like sitting back behind everybody, so he's up in front. He's very, very shit. I just forgot the word.
I'd use my headphone mic.
His ego is huge, so he's got to be the number
Let
one.
me try to switch my headphone mic.
Yeah, about all I have right now.
All right, so that's Larian. And next is Throm, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about the sound. Still trying to. I wish I had a mute microphone option, but anyway, I'm playing a war cleric. His name is Duncan. Um, he has notable visible tattoos, scars, and burns. Looks like he's been through hell. He's a human in his mid 50s. I'm picturing him, even though it may not line up exactly with Forgotten Realms lore, even though I know some of the lore, but not all of it. I'm picturing him as having been in some kind of skirmish or minor war in the Underdark when he was younger. And then he lost his wife and son during childbirth. And it's kind of, even though he's good, he's kind of joyless, laughless, and say you try to, put, question somebody that's evil, bind them, maybe even let them go, whatever. Even though he's technically good, he would still kill them because he's really driven to wipe evil from the face of the earth. I gave him the trinket where he's got an empty vial of his wife's perfume that he's still kind of maybe smells as he goes to bed at night to remind himself of her. Um, in combat, he uses a huge maul, a gigantic warhammer, and he's got some healing capabilities and some stuff that's more just offensive, like combat oriented.
All right.
And he's a member of the Order of Gauntlet, and he's a cleric of the war god Torm.
And Throm.
All right, Thrumka is a Goliath. He is about 7'8", like 340 pounds. Just really does not fit into this whole bar at all, literally. The chairs are buckling underneath his weight, and he's, holding this mug in the almost like it's a kid, like a grown up at a tea party, just holding this big mug in his fingers. He is a Goliath barbarian. He carries a warhammer and a shield. He doesn't wear any armor. He's pretty outgoing and friendly, but he seems very suspicious. He's never been around this many lowlanders before. This is his real first time out of the mountains, so he's just trying to get a feel for what's true about these lowlanders and if they're all really shifty thieves that are going to steal everything you own. So that's the rumors that he's heard.
Okay, Aaron, were you able to get the mic working?
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. Just coming through very quiet.
My guy's a fighter. Yeah, still hear me?
Yeah, but see if you can turn up the volume a little bit.
Is this any better?
No, about the same. That made it worse, I think. And Jeremy, we can still hear the music in the background.
Yeah.
I think I hear you talking, Aaron, but we can't quite hear it.
Check. That's my old
Sounds good, Jeremy.
Does that sound different than it did before?
No? There's nothing in the background, though.
Okay, good. I think I got it on my headset instead now, somewhere.
All right, Aaron, we'll keep working on it. You can keep playing, just you have to type in the stuff until you have the mic working. It was working there where we could barely hear it for a little bit. But keep working on that while we move ahead here. Okay, so you guys are in Madame Friona's Tea Kettle in the town of Phlan. And the first mission happens near sunset. So you were told that Madame Fiona's tea kettle was the place where adventurers could find work and avoid the hassle associated with other places in Phlan. So far that has been true. Madame Fiona is a stout and officious halfling who runs the establishment with her 5 daughters. She's an excellent hostess. Although you have had to share a common bunk room with several other adventurers, the evening meal was excellent and the atmosphere pleasant. You are preparing to bunk down for the evening when one of Fiona's daughters peeks into the room. She calls you into the hall. "Pardon my interruption," says the halfling girl, named Reese, one of Fiona's 5 daughters. "A chap just came into the common room downstairs and asked to fetch you. Something about some coin needing to change hands for an easy job." She plays nervously with her curly red hair as she backs out of your way. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know about anybody else, but you kind of broke up there for me.
Yeah, what did she say again exactly?
Oh, well, it's in the chat log there. So she says that there's a man downstairs who's asked me to fetch you, and there's some coin to change hands for an easy job.
I will
But-
reach down and ruffle this little halfling girl's hair.
She giggles and backs up.
Thank you, little one.
Blushes a
I'll
little
run down
bit.
the stairs.
As you guys come out of your room and look down the stairs, you see that there's a lone figure down there. He's hooded, and he's sitting alone at a large table in the corner. When he sees you, he motions you to come down the stairs to his table.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
We'll
forward.
go down and sit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you guys, although he keeps his face obscured by his hood, and he speaks in a low voice, obviously disguising it. He says, "I am a member of the Harpers, an organization you may have heard of. We're dedicated to fighting evil wherever it abides. There is a mission that I need urgent help with. There's going to be a buy going down on the edge of town, and the seller is selling a dragon egg. We don't know if it's a real dragon egg or a fake dragon egg, but we need to buy it, to intercept it, such we can find out. And at the same time, I would like to," when he says this, he takes a pin out of his cloak and he puts this pin on the table. "I'd like you to place this pin on the seller so that we can track her through divination or scrying to see where she goes. So I don't want you to do anything harmful to the sellers. Just purchase the egg, bring it back to me. If you can do that, I'll give you 200 gold pieces when you return." And he sets a little bag on the table with some diamonds in it. He says, "These diamonds are the price for the egg. Don't worry, they're not real, so I don't care if you lose it, but make sure you get the egg." One more thing. We captured the buyer, and he happens to bear a pretty striking resemblance to Aaron. He looks at Aaron. He says, "Could you pretend to be the buyer for this transaction?" Oh, Aaron can't talk. Okay, yes. Okay. Very well. We have to get there real quick. It's going down very soon. Grab your weapons, grab your armor. Meet me back downstairs as soon as you're ready. So as soon as you guys go up and get your weapons and armor, he leads you across the city of Phlan, which is a small city, so it doesn't take long.
Can I ask him some questions while
Absolutely,
we're walking?
yeah. As you're walking through the night streets, go ahead.
They said that the seller was a female, so they know who it is. Can he tell me more about it?
Yeah, he gives you some description of her. She's a sinewy elf. She should be wearing gray clothes, if we're correct. She'll be very, very spry. She should have some guards with her. She'll have the dragon egg, I don't know, in a bag or a satchel or something like that. She's expecting the buyer, who looks like Aaron. She doesn't have a real good description of him as far as we could tell from our interrogation of the other buyer, the real buyer. So we're pretty sure you can make yourself off as the buyers.
Turn it up, let me see if they notice it.
Yeah, is this level okay?
If it's okay,
Yeah, the pin that we're supposed to be getting on her. Is there any particular spot that we need to get it on her, or?
Just somewhere where she doesn't notice it. So on her cloak somewhere where she won't look, or her boots or pants or somewhere where she won't look is where you need to place it. We don't want her to see it.
Okay.
And it's a small little silver pin, just like a little bobby pin.
Oh, a pin.
Oh, I-
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
What's
and
your,
Aaron, your fake buyer, he's got a sleight of hand, so he could help with that.
What's your sleight of hand at, Aaron? I have it too, so. Okay.
Okay. You quickly get across
Mine's
the town,
+5, sorry.
and basically he takes you to the eastern edge of town, and behind a row of buildings there's an old abandoned barn. He basically points down the alleyway to where the barn is, and he says, "I can't be seen with you, so meet me back at Madame Pruno's tea kettle when you have the egg." And let me just reveal some more of the area here for you.
Nice.
Okay. So this is a map of the barn here. The barn's about 80 feet long and about 30 feet wide. It's got a big barn door on one end that's missing. The roof goes up straight about 20 feet and then lofts up to a peak at about 30 feet. You see some light coming from inside, like lantern light, flickering through the main opening on the front of the barn, on the south side of the barn. So what would you guys like to do?
Can we hear anybody?
No, you don't hear anyone talking or anything. It's just quiet. The city streets, you hear some people behind you on the city streets, but the barn's well shielded from them, so no one should see you back here.
Do a perception check, see if I see anybody sulking around or.
Yeah,
any
go ahead.
possible
Anyone who wants to
enemy.
look around, do a perception check. So that'd be click on your W button, W with a number behind it. And so therein, for example, got a 18. And the way these ability scores work is you press this macro button for any time you have to do an ability check or a skill check or a saving throw. And so Aaron got Larian, there's two numbers there. The first number is what we normally use. The second number is if you have advantage or disadvantage. And so if you have advantage, use the higher of the two. If you have disadvantage, use the lower of the two. So Larian got
Okay, cool.
Larian got
I was wondering what that was.
Larian got 16 plus 2 for perception because he's got proficiency in the perception skill. So he'd have an 18 for his perception check. Aaron got a 19 for perception. Duncan got a 18 for perception. Throm got a 21 for perception, so you guys are all very perceptive. You don't spot anyone outside the barn, lurking around outside the barn.
Okay. Q.
Is the ladder on the inside or the outside?
It's on the inside.
Okay.
I'll just open the main door of the barn.
Okay. As soon as you come around the corner, you can look into the barn, and you look inside and you see, let's see here, 4 figures inside the barn. There is a sinewy gray elf. There are 3 guards with her. And inside the barn, there's some old farm implements to your right. There is a loft that occupies the whole back half of the barn, and the roof of the loft, or the top of the loft, is at 10 feet. At the back of the barn, underneath the loft, is a ladder that goes up to the loft. There's also a couple holes in the floor of the loft that you can go up into the loft from below. There's a big canvas bag on the wall behind the guards. That's about it. So that's what you
Before
see
we
in
walk
there.
in, before we walk in, can I see what she's wearing? Like, detail, or do you want me to roll another perception?
Yeah, you can definitely see she's wearing gray clothes.
Any
Looks like she has
pockets or
some
anything
weapons
I
and
need
stuff
to
with
get
her.
to?
Say again?
Any pockets or anything like I can easily get to if I walked up, like shake her hand or something like that to talk to her?
Yeah.
I could just like a pocket I could drop the pin in or
Yep.
the pin into her clothes or something.
Yeah. Make a perception
Okay.
check.
How many guards are there?
3 guards.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, you think you spot some.
Okay.
Okay, so
Um,
if you're just gonna walk up to the door, right? Is that what you said?
would you guys mind if like one or two of us walked in first, kind of like introduce ourselves, especially since Aaron's the buyer. Someone stay out here with him, and like the rest of us or one of us go in and talk to them, kind of like
That's
just
fine.
making
I'll
sure.
stand at the door.
I'm gonna stay right behind Aaron's shoulder the whole time because I'm the big intimidating bodyguard type.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll walk in and talk then.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Well, who was that? Was going with me?
As a Muthal.
All right, stay back a little bit. Like, stay
Okay.
back a little bit behind me. Don't come up right up on me. Don't want to spook him or anything. But I'm gonna come in, and as I see her and notice that she's an elf, I'm gonna speak, the elf language. Say hello, greetings. Give her my name. Ask her if she's the one we're supposed to meet.
Okay, that sounds good. Make a perception check as soon as you start to walk into the barn. And everyone else who's near you, go to make your perception checks too. Azimuthal, you're right behind them, or just a short distance behind them. When you walk into the barn, she turns her back to you, and she whispers something to the guard to her right, and you overhear what she said. She said, "I told you they would come. A dragon egg is much too valuable to pass up." He nods, she turns back and looks at you. "Now let's do this quickly. Here's what you're asking for." She holds a very large hide backpack toward you. "You throw the payment over to me, and we leave the egg here. We exit the barn, and you leave after 5 minutes have passed. No muss, no fuss." Then she pauses for a second, looks at you a little more closely. "Hold on. Something's not quite right here. Where is Aaron exactly? Where you got your miniature?" Yeah, you guys can go ahead and
Yeah,
move
he's in the front there.
Very good. You guys can go ahead and move your tokens around to wherever you want to be.
Okay. I'll sit here.
Okay. So she's looking at Aaron, and she says, "I thought you had longer hair than that." What do you guys say?
Is she still speaking in Elven?
Nope, that was in common.
No.
You must be mistaken.
Obviously, you got a haircut.
Aaron's typing, so.
Oh.
He just stares dead into her eyes.
Dead eyes.
You'd think you remember this guy.
But I turn around and look at Aaron and kind of whisper under my breath, if this is good, if he still wants to go through with the purchase.
Okay, go to make a deception check with advantage.
Deception?
Yeah, with advantage. Either Aaron or Larian can do it.
Wow.
So you had advantage, so that makes it a 13, 15. Okay, so she kind of shrugs, shakes it off, and says, "Okay, I guess maybe that you might be the right guy. Show me the diamonds." Okay, toss them over here.
Don't toss him, Aaron. Don't toss him.
I'm gonna say, show us the egg.
Come see for yourself. She walks forward a little bit, sets the satchel on the ground, invites one or two of you over to come look at it, and opens up. And inside, you do see what appears to be a dragon egg. Not sure if it is or not.
Can we be this close to her?
Oh yeah, you certainly can get right next to her.
Okay.
So hand over the diamonds, she says.
While they're looking at the egg, I'm gonna keep my eye on the guards. Are they do they seem like they're, fingering their weapons and get ready for combat, or are they just kind of bored?
They look a little bit nervous.
Okay.
They keep eyeing that big, huge Goliath with you, who's
I'm-
almost hitting his head on the loft.
I don't blame them.
So whoever wants to try and put the pin on, you can go ahead and do that. If you're going to do anything special while you do it, let me know before you make a sleight of hand check.
Do you think she'll shake my hand if I hand her, after everything's done, or is she just gonna bolt?
Sounds like they're just gonna bolt.
Yeah, or would that be a perception check to see if she's like fidgety or something?
She's certainly ready to get out of there. You're sure she wants to leave as fast as she can.
Yeah.
So either Larian or Aaron, one of you guys going to try and put the pin on her?
Aaron's typing something.
Okay, she does, Aaron. That opens up a spot for you, Larian, to put the pin on her if you like, and you can roll a sleight of hand with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, 19 sleight of hand. You get the pin placed on her, you're sure in a spot she won't notice. She says, that's nothing, that's a real dragon egg, trust me. Now give me those diamonds.
Is there any kind of roll we could make to know if it is a real dragon egg? Like Arcana or something?
Yeah, it'd be a Arcana check to know.
Once Aaron tells me to hand her the diamonds, I'll hand her the diamonds.
Alright. She takes the diamonds, and she slowly backs away from you, carefully. And then her guards back up as well. And then one of the guards pulls aside that canvas hanging on the wall, and there's an opening in the back of the barn. And they file through that. And she looks over her shoulder and she says to you, now remember, don't leave the same time we do. And then they all file out of there. So every one of you can make an Arcana check to look at that egg and see if you can tell if it's real or not.
Is it Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana. That'd be intelligence.
Yeah. I got a 14.
And Aaron, one thing I have had go wrong with me for microphones, sound like yours was almost working though, is under the tools and Skype, making sure that the options is set for your audio settings to use the right microphone. I've had that happen before. Okay, none of you can tell if it's a real dragon egg or not. Looks real enough to you guys. As you guys are looking at the dragon egg, you hear a voice from behind you, and it says, you turn around quickly and you see a tough-looking half-orc male brandishing a mace appear in the doorway of the barn. He says, the toll for passage out of this barn is that egg. I'm sure you'll hand it over peacefully so I don't have to take your lives too. Let me put these guys where you can see them.
I bathe in orc's blood.
Oh, God damn it.
All right.
Or we
Is
could
it
just
any
walk
better?
out the other way.
Okay.
Anybody hear me?
Yeah.
I want to use my little thing, but I guess it doesn't work.
Okay. So, this guy... Oh, I'm hearing a echo. That echo might be because you have the voice transmitter turned on in Roll20. If you go to the gear icon on Roll20, and then that's the top right icon, and then go down to voice plus video plus voice, and check that I want to broadcast to others.
Disable
Nothing.
every.
Yeah,
nothing,
make sure it's all
yeah.
disabled.
All right, is this better?
Yeah, no echo. Perfect.
All right.
Okay. All right, so what we'll do is,
Initiative.
we'll roll initiative. And to roll initiative, what you do is you just click on your guy and click the leftmost macro, the one that starts with IN, and that'll roll your initiative and put it into the turn order for you. Sometimes it doesn't take, like if two people.
Damn, that's sweet, man. I didn't know that trick. Wow, you're able to put it straight into the initiative order.
Yeah. Sometimes it isn't.
Ah,
Sometimes
is that in the forums how to do that?
might be.
Yeah,
I'll send you the
somewhere.
macro.
So sometimes it doesn't take. Like for example, on this time, Larian. Someone else rolled for Larian. So Larian rolled twice.
That was me. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I selected
Oh, no,
that.
it
typing.
caught.
So what you do is you just look and you see the first initiative roll you had, like Larian's initiative roll was 8.03, and you click on your initiative number and you type in 8.03. Oops, not 03.
Fix it in 2
His
seconds.
sweetheart
Trying
just
to-
automatically brings up the turner. See, I'm running AD&D where it's just side versus side, so I don't use that turn order. But to know that there's something like that is awesome for a 4th and 5th edition and Pathfinder.
Now, another thing about Adventure League adventures is that they have adjustments depending on how strong or weak your party is. And you guys are exactly the perfect party level and composition for this adventure, so everything would be as written in the adventure. But if you were like a weak party or a strong party, they'd add or remove enemies from encounters. And I like to put that throttle in your guys' hands a little bit too, so if you guys think you're extra good at combat, you can tell me you want to throw more at you or less at you if you don't think you're extra good at combat.
Play some 5e and it's gone both ways.
So to start, we'll do it right as at the book. But if it's starting to get easy for you, just let me know. All right, now let me roll for the initiative for your enemies here.
Yeah, low levels can be pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't
absolutely.
think anything's too easy because everybody's just a hit away from death. From almost
Yeah.
from death. So.
I put the simple macro in Skype.
I've
for
got
you.
a couple of heals, guys, but I'm not a spout.
Okay, so we got the turn order going there. Now, Aaron, you get to go first, and let me give you an idea of what you do in your turn, or what you can't do in your turn. So, in your turn, you get to do all your movement. Your speed is 30 feet, so you get to move 30 feet. You can do your movement before,
Man, you got all the
after.
codes put up.
Yep. You
Look
move
at
before,
you.
after, in between your action.
Hey, man, you're
You-
a good DM, brother. You've put a lot of work into this. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you can also take an action. You can also take a bonus action. Being a fighter, your bonus action is second wind, so you can do that as a bonus action. And I think that pretty much explains it. So go ahead and tell us what you want to do, Aaron.
Do any of these bandits and thugs have any ranged weapons
Yeah,
that I can see?
yeah. I should describe what they're carrying. The thug has the big heavy mace in his hands. He's wearing just leather armor. He's also got a heavy crossbow at his belt, but he doesn't have the heavy crossbow loaded. The bandit to his side has a scimitar, leather armor, and a light crossbow. And he does have the light crossbow in his hand, ready to use it. And the bandit behind him also has the same thing. And these guys, the guards and the elf, they're all gone, long gone. So I'll just move them out of the way here.
All right. Which each square is that 5
Oh
feet
yeah,
or 10?
each square is 5 feet, and when you move, moving diagonally or straight counts as 5 feet. You don't have to add more for going diagonally.
Yeah. 4th edition rules. As far as diagonals go.
And Aaron, you probably have hand axes which you can throw. So you could, for example, move forward a little ways and then toss a hand axe at one of those two. Or you could double move all the way up to them by taking a dash action. But then that would be your action. You wouldn't get to do anything
What
else.
class is Arian?
He's a fighter.
Yeah, or you could delay and ready in action.
So there's your list of actions there. Another thing you can do if you don't have anything to do and you're waiting is you can dodge. That gives you disadvantage to everyone attacking you and advantage for your dex saves.
Or he could dash up and then use his bonus action to attack, right?
No.
No.
Or is it only?
Well,
So probably the best thing would
Does
do.
he
Oh
have an
no,
automatic
that's
bonus
never
action
mind.
attack?
That's
So probably the best thing for Aaron would be to move his movement and throw his hand axe.
Or ready to move, or ready to attack when they get in range.
Yep. Or move up next to Duncan and ready an attack.
If he doesn't want to throw anything.
Warhammer.
But I don't.
No, that's a cart there to the north.
I'm never
right?
gonna tell one of y'all what to do
That's
again
like a
because
something
I hate
that's,
somebody does
cover.
it to me.
These things over here are farm elements and stuff like that. So if you were to go to the square right behind that thing, you'd have some cover. Yes. You'd also have some cover from these big pillars that are supporting the loft.
All right. I'm just gonna move behind one of the pillars and just ready in action, waiting.
Okay. So you are ready. You can take you want to do a hand axe attack when they get within range. Is that what you want to do? Or a battle axe attack, probably, right?
Or throw it.
Okay. Yeah, you do have to decide. Do you want to?
Yeah.
I'll throw the hand axe if they get in close.
Okay. All right,
So
next
that's
go.
what within how many squares is that?
20 feet is 4 squares is short range for
Okay,
a
okay,
hand
okay.
axe.
So that'll go off if this guy moves in within 20.
So Bandit 2 here, you haven't no one's attacked yet. So Bandit 2 doesn't attack you guys. He just kind of looks at Thug 1 expectantly. He's got his crossbow loaded and ready. And that's it for him. Duncan, your turn.
All right, I hope you guys are ready because we're about to attack. I'll move up to here, but I'm going to attack Bandit 1
Okay.
with my maul.
Okay. 11 just misses Bandit 1.
Okay, then if I miss, I'll go ahead and use one of my first War Priest bonus actions to make a second attack, and I'll make an attack against the same guy.
15 hit. 6 bludgeoning damage to that guy.
That's 1 out of my 3. I'll mark it off.
All right. Next to go is Azamuthal. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, you just say Azzy.
Azzy. Okay.
Yeah. I can move 25 because I'm
25.
a
So you can move
dwarf,
5 squares
so,
as your movement. Yes.
So that's all I can do. I'll ready a quarterstaff attack though, in case anybody gets close enough to me.
Gotcha. Okay, Bandit 1 lowers his crossbow, draws his scimitar, and attacks Duncan with his scimitar. Rolls a 10, misses Duncan badly.
Miss.
Now you guys hear some creaking and some movement above you in the loft.
Uh-oh.
And you see
Watch out, Leland.
see 2 more bandits
That's all right.
start to move.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so this bandit, he comes to the edge of the loft, so he's in this square but up above in the loft. So he's in that square in the loft. He shoots his crossbow down at Azzy. 17 to hit you, Azzy, for 6 piercing damage. Then Bandit 4,
Azzy, how many hit points you have left?
5.
he comes to the edge of the loft and he shoots a light crossbow at Duncan. And he gets an 18 to hit for
Okay.
6 piercing damage.
And I resist
Since
3
I
of that.
readied,
I've got heavy armor master, so I resist 3 of that, just so you know.
What do you say, Azzy?
I didn't
No.
say anything.
no, it's me, Aaron.
Aaron, what do you say, Aaron?
No, since I readied an action, can I take an action?
You can take the action you readied. So what were you ready to do? Hurl an axe?
Hurl an axe?
Yeah, you can hurl your axe. Definitely.
All right. Can I chuck it at Bandit 3?
He's like directly above you in the loft.
You see the windows,
can-
man. They're hanging over the... Well, I guess he can, though, because he's hanging over the edge to shoot us.
No, he didn't shoot down at Aaron. But you can see Bandit 1 and Thug 1 both.
No, I'm not going to attempt it. I'm going to...
He can see Bandit 4, though, right?
Nope. No, he's up in the loft.
I know, but Bandit 4 was hanging... Oh, I thought he was hanging over to shoot me.
Bandit.
No.
Oh, wait. Did I go one of those guys out of order?
Yeah, Bandit 3.
Okay. He's done. Larry, in your turn.
All right. So if I go, so it's 10 feet. The ladder is 10 feet up. The loft is 10 feet up.
The loft is 10 feet up, so if you climb the ladder, it takes 20 feet of movement to get from, for example, if you start in this square right here, and then 20 feet of movement later, you'd be in that square there.
If you don't have the movement, help me up front here.
I'll handle the guys up top if you want.
I won't have enough.
If you
To
don't
get up
have
there.
enough movement to get to them, you might have enough movement to at least get a range attack off here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
Hit Bandit 1 because I already wounded him. We can try to hopefully take him out.
All right, I'm gonna go there, and then I'm going to throw one of my daggers at Bandit 1.
All right. Throw away.
There you go.
Okay, he's
16.
he's 6 squares away. That makes him 30 feet away, so you have disadvantage, but you still roll a 14 even with disadvantage, so you hit. And then you do 7 piercing.
It's 2060 for daggers.
Right. So when you're 20 feet away, There's no
Yeah.
disadvantage.
60 is the max.
60, you have disadvantage.
Up to 60.
So in between 20 and 60,
You still hit, so it doesn't matter.
in between 20 and 60, you have disadvantage. Is all I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
Bandit 1 is a hit, and down he goes.
There you go.
Took him out.
Good job, baby. Good
Anything else,
job.
Larian?
What was that?
Anything else for Larian?
No, that'd be last minute. That'd be all I can do.
Throm, your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna move over here, so I'm right below Bandit 3,
Okay.
and he's 10 feet up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm 8 feet tall.
Mhm.
Can I just reach up and grab him and try to yank him off the platform?
You bet. Try for a grapple check.
All right, so
it's
is that
your
just
strength check.
strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crit.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Yes, baby. I called it.
So I'm just gonna like grab him and just kind of body slam him back into that cart back there.
So he has a strength check to avoid it. He'd have to roll really high though, because you're probably 20, huge number. 25, yeah, he can't beat a 25 period. So you have him by the leg, and then you want to
Just kind of chuck him.
Yeah, chuck him, pull him back. Into that.
Just like suplex him right through
Break
the
his
cart.
back.
right to here.
Sure.
Right on the edge.
All right, roll a D10 or D6 for damage.
D6.
Yep. All right.
Womp, womp.
Must land on some hay or something.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at him.
All right. Next
Is he
go.
prone though?
Is he prone? Yes, he is prone.
Up, advantage. Melee.
If you're wondering why I keep moving these guys, for some reason, when I click on them, I don't get their command things until I move them. So you'll see me moving them back and forth after you hit them. That's why. Okay, so the Bandit 3 is prone, and he took 1 damage as well. Okay, next goes the Thug.
Miss.
So the Thug takes his big, huge mace and swings at Duncan. And he's got multi-attack too, so he's going to make 2 swings at Duncan. The first attack on Duncan's only a 6, though. Duncan blocks that. And then a 19 for 5.
Yeah, I still dodged 3 of that damage.
For 5
with
bludgeoning.
the heavy armor master. Thank God for that little
Aaron, your turn.
feat.
Can I jump up, grab the lip, and climb up to the loft?
You bet. It's a DC 12 strength check to climb that. Strength athletics. Oh yeah, no problem. So it's 20 feet of movement, and that puts you basically in the square you are, but on the loft. So up here.
And I'm gonna move the rest of the 10 feet and use both my hand axes to attack.
Go for it.
Miss. And miss.
But it's a good thing you did that, because you see that bandit by his feet. He's got a big net that looks like he was getting ready to throw down on his next turn. Bandit's turn. So the bandit here behind the Thug. Thug's yelling for him to get into the fight. So he puts down his light crossbow, comes forward and attacks Duncan with a scimitar attack. 19 to hit Duncan for 7 slashing.
Hit.
Your turn, Duncan.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to healing word on myself. For 4 hit points. Then I'll go after Thug with a maul attack. Thug 1 with a maul attack.
Okay. You hit him easily.
So that's 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Where did he back away?
Nope. No,
Oh,
I just
okay.
have to move him to changes.
And I can move to here and still be without a op attack, and
Yep.
I'm good.
So everyone watching, in 5e, you only provoke when you leave a person's reach. So just like Duncan did there, you can move within a person's reach and not provoke.
I need a little help, though, y'all.
Azzy, your turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm hurting, so I'll do it. I'll move up, and I will make a quarterstaff attack, two-handed.
A 12 actually hits. This thug's not wearing any good armor, and he's not very dexterous. So 10
All right.
bludgeoning.
Nice
And then I'll
damage.
take my
Man, this
bonus
sorcerer.
action. It's a bonus action, right? For an unarmed attack.
That
as
is
a monk.
correct. Yep.
I'll do
Oh,
my
you're
unarmed.
never mind.
Is that a
Nice.
crit?
That's a hit
Oh, close.
And I
Nice.
punched him for an extra 5.
Oh, somebody behind us. Finish off Thug 1. Larian, you got to do it.
too. Bandit 4's turn. Okay, Bandit 4 is in the fight up here with Aaron. He drops his light crossbow and draws a scimitar and attacks Aaron with it. 20 to hit you, Aaron, for 4 slashing. So to change your hit points, you just click on your token, click on the little red box, you can type in a -4. It should enter your damage for you. There you go. Okay, then Bandit 3's turn. Oh, and Bandit 4 also moves there. Then Bandit 3, he stands up, and he doesn't move. I just have to take off the marker on him. And then he attacks Throm. Looks like he's definitely scared. Looks over at the thug for reassurance. Takes a swing at Throm. 16 to hit Throm.
Yes, that will hit.
3 slashing damage.
Okay.
Larian, your turn.
I'm just gonna look at this guy with a look of pity. He really shouldn't have done that.
Crap, I was muted. What is Bandit 3 wearing?
Leather armor.
Okay. Just double check really quick. Make sure I don't have one. All right, then I'm just gonna slash at him with my dagger.
Okay. Has a hit for 4 piercing. Got it. Then Throm, your turn.
Sorry. I am going to pull out my warhammer and smash this guy in the face.
That might be a crit.
Oh, man.
Nope, it's a 19.
That kills him. No problem.
Can I do
You
it
got 20
non-lethally?
already?
Yeah, you definitely can. So
Yeah.
in 5th edition, if you want to do non-lethal damage to someone, as long as you're doing a melee attack, you can make the killing blow non-lethal. You can't do that with ranged attacks or spell attacks, but you can with melee attacks. So Throm knocks this guy out. Oops, I shouldn't have erased him, but anyway, he's knocked out there.
Okay.
And you can move Throm too. So after your attack, you can move your speed. You can move, attack, move, all that good stuff.
Can I just try to climb up onto the loft from here? And just
Yep,
grab
from
both
there it's a
bullets?
DC 12 strength check.
Okay.
So we're going to make a strength check. Strength athletics, that is.
Yep.
Okay, so you're not able to
so-
gain hold on anything by 1,
Alright.
looks like. So next round you can try again.
Okay.
All right, Thug 1. He saw his friend get obliterated, the other friend get obliterated. He's not looking too good here. He's going to go ahead and do an action called Disengage. When you do a Disengage action, what it means is you don't provoke an attack of opportunity when you leave someone's threatened reach. So he does that. And just backs away like that. That's it for him. Aaron, your turn.
I'm gonna sidestep and hit Bandit 4 again with my hand axes.
A miss and a hit. 7 slashing with that hit. Okay.
Said you're streaming or
Yeah, it's streaming.
what channel?
Should be streaming. It's Twitch. Twitch.tv/D20play. But if you watch it, well, don't watch it while you're playing, because it's streaming from the DM side, so you'll see all the monsters and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm linking it.
And also,
He's cheating like a bastard.
Yes, I'm cheating like a bastard.
Bandit 2. Okay, Bandit 2. He saw his boss leave, so he's going to go ahead and do a disengage as well. He backs up, disengaging to here. Where was he when he dropped that light crossbow? I forget where he was when he dropped it. He picks it up though, so he doesn't get quite as far. So now he's got his light crossbow in hand. Duncan, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do one of my cantrips, Sacred Flame, back at the thug in the back.
Okay, he
So
tries to
he needs
dodge the
a
fires,
he needs a dex save.
and he
Yeah, he
fails.
failed
So he takes
for
6 radiant
6
damage.
damage. Is that enough to kill him?
It is close. Not enough, though. Nope.
All right. Okay. Well,
You can move too if you like. And when we're going
no,
through
I'm gonna
combat,
stay where actually, I'm gonna duck down here. Azzy, if you got a range attack, we might be able to take that thug out.
I don't have any range, sadly.
when we're going through combat, I will usually, as soon as you've taken your action, I'll move to the next person, but you can go ahead and finish any movement that you want to finish. So,
Yeah.
okay, Azzy,
Well,
go ahead, Azzy.
I
you won't
kind
be
of look
able to
and
attack at least by moving up to him.
yeah. Well, I can't get all the way to the thug, so I kind of look back and yell because I don't say much. If do you guys want me to continue?
Hell no.
You want me to drop back? Okay.
Thug, I bet it's got a nice little silver purse.
Azzy, you done?
No, I'm going to move over here out of view.
Yeah, because that Bandit 2 does have a light crossbow in his hand now.
Yeah, so I'll move there.
And
And
also,
ready
Thug
up.
1 has a heavy crossbow at his belt. So, okay,
And that's what I'll do.
all right, Bandit 4 up in the loft, fighting for his life with Aaron. Scimitar attack. That's a miss. Keeps trying to move away from Aaron. Done for him. Larry, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to. Where is it? Yeah, I'll move right there. And then I'm going to ice knife him.
That's cold.
Oh, it's a hit. Hit
Oh,
too.
hell yeah.
Okay, 7 damage. Down goes Thug 1. Dead.
If only Bandit 2 was closer to get
I
the
know.
secondary damage. I should try to have it explode right here.
Your turn, Throm. Thromka.
Okay, I'm gonna try to climb back up again.
Okay. No problem. 20 feet of movement puts you. I'm gonna have to scroll your map. Puts you up in the loft right up there.
Alright, so 20, 25, 30. I guess I will just double move up next to the guy.
Very good.
And I'm just gonna look at him and I'm just gonna say, drop it.
He drops his weapons. Aaron, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna move around him, and I'm gonna attack him again. Call him an asshat.
Go ahead. Hit, and you kill him. All right, Bandit 2. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, Aaron's done. Bandit 2 keeps his crossbow level. Moves to here. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's got his crossbow readied to shoot anyone who comes out of that barn door. Duncan, your turn.
I just let him run away, I guess.
Does anyone want to try and stop him?
No.
Okay. One
Yeah.
bandit gets away. The bandit that you had knocked out, he's not going to regain consciousness probably for another hour or two from the hammering thrall put down on him. The other bandits are all dead and bleeding. And you look at them, and you see that one of them at least is missing an ear. And that's a sign that they're part of the Thieves Guild here in Phlan. The Thieves Guild in Phlan is called the Welcomers. And they must have heard about the buy too, and came here to try and intercept the buy and the egg. At least that's what you think.
Nice.
Okay, so that agent there at Madame Friona's tea kettle told you to bring back the egg, and they'd have 200 gold pieces for you. So what would you guys like to do?
I would like to
Well, I'm gonna touch Azimuthal and give him 6 hit points.
Okay. That should take me back to 11 because that's my full.
Should we
my
take this guy
max.
to the guard that we captured? Turn him in?
How much? Well, we were supposed to stay here for 5 minutes. Are we going to keep that 5 minutes, or are we going to break it and go?
How's 5
Well, we
minutes
just gotta attack,
passed?
break it, and go.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see here.
Yeah, let's head the egg back to the bar or whatever.
Okay.
Is there any big burlap sacks we can shove the bandit in and drag him along for later?
There's a net up there that we can use, so we can just throw the net over him and drag him back.
We could throw him
Well,
in
I
the
don't want
cart.
people to see that we have them.
We could throw him in the cart covered up with hay. and I could
That's
just
a good
drag the
idea
cart.
too. Yeah.
Do we want to take him to the guards or what?
Mm.
Probably
If he-
just
if
go
he's
meet the chick with the egg
Well, let's
and then
wait and
decide
see.
what to do with him.
Yeah.
If he's knocked out and he's gonna be down for a couple hours, I say we just alert a guard that we got attacked in the barn.
Yeah,
Tell
but
him
we're
that
kind of
No.
doing some shit. We're kind of doing
No.
some shady shit too.
Yeah,
Fine.
let's wait.
Are we?
Wait till he wakes up, put him somewhere, and then
Is it-
as soon as he wakes up, we question him, get some information, and then turn him over to the guards.
Is it illegal to
deal.
buy a dragon egg?
Well, I mean, we're buying in a rundown barn, so I'd assume it is.
Well, you don't want it to get into evil hands. I can say that much.
It's only a
Let's
thief.
take it back to the purse while I keep this
Yep.
guy knocked out in the cart.
You want to tie him up first?
Yeah, bind him, leave him under the hay. If one of us needs to sit out there, I'll sit out in the cart, and then return the egg and try to get our money.
Does Throm want to sit on him? Make sure it doesn't move.
He's not going to move.
Throw him just pawn in Game of Life.
All right. Yeah.
All right, let's pick up the egg and leave him tied up, and let's go and get our money.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the Harper is waiting for you guys when you return. He's just outside of the tea kettle. Calls you off to a side street there. He hands you 200 gold pieces. He says, "Did you get it?"
Yeah,
Yes.
here it is.
All right, let me see it. Very good. Well, we'll take it. We'll see if it's fake or not. I'm not sure if it is or not. But here, you did such a good job getting this. Here's also a potion of healing. So you get 200 gold pieces and a potion of healing. And before the Harper leaves, he tells you, we've seen a big increase in all things related to dragons here lately. We've also heard of more dragon sightings in the Moonsea region and elsewhere. Keep your eyes and ears open. It's getting dangerous around here. Okay.
Didn't he say? Did he? I thought I said something earlier, but we get something extra if we were able to pin her.
Yeah, that was the potion of healing.
Okay, nice.
Yep. Okay. Very good. So that is the first mission. First mission complete.
Do we have somebody in the group that's a Harper?
Yeah,
Thought we
you
did.
do. So
Do they know if that guy is really a Harper?
yeah,
Have they
that
met
guy
him
was really a
before?
Harper. Yep.
Okay. Just
Okay.
making sure.
So now, between now and the second mission, basically you get to sleep through the night. So you got to decide what you want to do with that. Welcome their member of the Thieves Guild, and then you get an extended rest after that. So what do you want to do with the Thieves Guild member?
Ask him what he was doing there.
We heard about the buy. We were trying to see if we could steal a dragon egg.
Who sent you?
The guy you killed,
Who is he?
Rolf.
And who sent him?
I don't know who Rolf reports to exactly. He's a little higher up in the guild than I am.
Where's your guild?
He tells you about the Welcomers. They're the Thieves Guild here in Phlan. They're all around, he says.
So they cut
Whoa,
off your
whoa,
ear when
whoa.
you join?
Yeah.
Where's your guild?
And you know that um, the
Humans are weird.
you know the Black Fist hates the Welcomers with a passion. In fact, it's
That's
almost
the guard, right?
yeah, that's the town guard. And the Black Fists are nothing to write home about either. They're not a bunch of good guys. They're mostly on the take, and they're mostly not really protecting anyone. It's more just taking money from them. And so it's more like the Thieves Guild is competition for them than anything really they're trying to get rid of. So this guy tells you everything you want to know in return for his life, and he doesn't know much, unfortunately.
Does he know where the guild house is?
He knows where a couple of guild houses are. He gives
Where's
up
the
all that
main
info.
guild?
He gives up all that info. So you have a couple places that might be Thieves Guild houses that you know of.
Okay. I jot down. I take notes.
Okay.
Mental notes. Since I don't have a pen and paper.
Okay.
And I store from later. And I walk out. I'm done.
So what do you guys want to do with this Thieves Guild member?
Give him to the Black Hand.
Black Fist? Okay.
Black Fist, yeah.
Yeah.
They take him, and who knows what will become of him. You'll probably see him swinging from the city gates
It's fine with me.
on your way out of town next time you leave. Okay. You get an extended rest. You spend the night at Madame Friona's Tea Kettle, and the extended rest in 5th edition means you get back all your hit points and half your hit dice rounded down normally, but when you're first level you get back 1. So everyone can go ahead and change your hit points up to max. You get back all your powers that reset daily or with a rest.
Well, in that case, I'm going to rage a couple times before I go to sleep.
And there you go.
Rawr.
Okay. So in the morning, you guys wake up. After a peaceful night's rest, Breeze, one of Madame Friona's 5 daughters, is serving you a delightful breakfast, which includes freshly made wild berry jam on warm biscuits. My sisters and I picked the berries ourselves, says the young halfling woman, sweeping her long black hair out of her face. Some say the wild berries in this area are... Before Breeze can finish her thought, shrieking erupts from the street outside the tea kettle. While the words are mostly unintelligible, you do make out words help and family. What do you guys want to do?
Run outside.
All right, you
Yeah.
run outside. Let's see, let me just put this up here so you have it. Screams of dawn. That's what I just read. You run outside and you see townsfolk are rushing to assist a middle-aged human woman. She's collapsed in the middle of the road, and she's crying hysterically, and she's clutching an infant baby in her arms. What do you want to do?
That she's a middle-aged woman clutching a baby in her arms.
Yep,
She's crying hysterically.
crying hysterically, crying for help. Help me, my family, help me, help me.
Ma'am, is that baby assaulting you?
No, no, please, can you help me? Who was that? Was that Duncan?
That was
Throm?
That was Throm.
Oh, Throm. She's a little intimidated by Throm, but then you kind of see a spark in her eye. Can you help me? You would help a lot.
Help
I
you
don't
with
know.
what? I interrupt.
Goblins, they took my husband, they took my daughters, they took our farm hands. Please come with me. I can take you to my farm right now.
Where? Where's your farm?
Follow me. She starts.
Tell me where your farm is.
It's right over here. She points to the east of town. She's pointing to an area away from Phlan where there's some some peat farms. She says it's right
Yeah.
just a short walk away.
I'm gonna do an insight check. It's like what is it again?
That would be wisdom.
Some
Yep. You see that there's also. Let's see. You see some Black Fist guards come up amongst the group while you guys are talking to her. Your insight, you don't see anything false about what she's saying. She seems genuinely frightened and scared for her family. Some Black Fist guards come up and start shooing away people, and she starts, begging them for help. And they look at you guys and they say, "That's out of our jurisdiction. We're not going to take care of that. But maybe you can get these fine gentlemen to help you, ma'am." And then they look at you and they hand you a note that they scrawl up real quickly. And you look at it and it says it's a promissory note, 50 gold pieces from the city's coffers for services rendered. Bring us the head of the goblins, it says.
Chicken shits.
I'm all aboard. I hate goblins.
Yeah.
Come with me,
So-
please, please. She's to her feet. She's carrying her baby. She's clutching her baby close.
All
And,
right, all right.
You guys rush in, grab your weapons, grab your armor, come back out. She takes you to the edge of town where she's got a wagon that she got from her farm. She then drives the wagon and you guys back to the family's peat farm. She shows you where the raid took place and tells you that it looked like the goblins were taking prisoners to the east. She doesn't know the number of goblins, but there was too many to count, she says. She tells you her husband, her daughters, 2 of her daughters, 2 of her sons, and 6 hired hands were all taken by the goblins. You guys look around, you see definitely goblin tracks in the mud and the peat, and lots of signs of people being dragged away as well. And there were quite a few goblins. Please, can you go find him? Can you get him back, please? She says.
Do you know which direction they headed?
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
You can see the tracks going to the east. Yep. In fact, you can make a wisdom survival check to see how well you can track those tracks. Everyone can do it. Larian's pretty good at it.
What tracks? What's a goblin? Where are we?
Larian, you're able to spot the goblin tracks. You are sure
Okay.
that there was about a dozen prisoners being dragged. The prints in the mud show that more than a dozen goblin-sized creatures passed through here today. There's one larger-sized creature also walking with them. The print size reveals that this creature was probably larger than a human even. Maybe about the size of Throm. Not quite as big as an ogre or anything, though. So you guys can follow those tracks. Do you want to go follow them?
Who are you calling an ogre?
You?
Hmm.
I'm not an ogre.
You smell like one.
So you follow
Hey.
you follow the tracks into the bog, and after about an hour, and you have no trouble tracking them with Larian helping you. After about an hour, you come to where you can just make out a cave entrance, and the tracks seem to be leading right to that cave entrance. And then you spot someone standing out in front, and this is what you see and hear. There's a man and a goblin, and the goblin says in broken common, "Only one raiding group returned. They bring prisoners. Other raiding groups return soon. No more snake coin people found." The human, he nods and he says, "Excellent. Tell Gorunk that my friends and I will pay lots of coin and give lots of gifts for all of the dragon artifacts you can find, and kill any other humans who you find near your home." The goblin nods and enters the cave while the cloaked figure whispers a word and simply vanishes. Let me draw the map for you guys so you can see what you're looking at now. And that's going to take like a little 5-minute break too. Restroom and
Sounds good.
refreshments and stuff like that. So come back at 15 after the hour.
Okay.
Just a 5-minute break. I miss you so much.
Escaping this reality.
Huh?
Aren't you having fun being Duncan? Escaping this reality?
With the characters you know, the story you don't.
What did you say?
Not escaping that reality.
They're big.
It's fun playing a game, but I like my reality. I did pretty good.
Those amazing nationwide networks without getting locked into a pricey phone contract. America's best 4G LTE networks for
I miss you in the next couple of days.
That's why it was your way. 4G LTE plans start at $40 a month, and now save $30 on any Net 10 Android smartphone. Net 10 a month.
You got the London phone show. This is further.
First, you want to meet us out. But this tastes crazy.
Lily, she pretty much lives in her favorite princess dress. Once a week, I let her play sheriff so I can wash it. I use Tide to get out those weak spots, and I need to get it fresh and soft.
You are reading it.
tied and downy together.
Take a deep breath in and exhale. And gentle wave-like motion, liberate your spine. And reach, toes flatten.
Not that great at yoga. Yeah, but when I flipped a disc, he paid my claim before I knew it.
So he had your back.
Yeah.
In just one day, one day pay, only from Aflac.
Wouldn't this 5D bedroom look great in your home for just $20 a month, interest free? That's $988 or $20 a month during the Rooms to Go anniversary sale. Really, $20 a month for a bedroom. And by the way, these colored chests are on sale too. Hurry in.
Hey, Jenna, it's really fun to drive. Go for it. Okay? Wow. Woo! I'm dreaming. Pinch me. No, not while you're driving. And right now, you can get a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus on Jenna models. Seriously, pitch me.
It's not a dream. It's the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving. Stop dreaming and test drive one today. Hurry in and you can get 0% APR plus a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus on 2015 Jetta and Passat models. This is just a second. It's essential. Liners, cup holders, and
Hey Jeremy, you online right now?
He's got cup holders. So I got my nice headset that I used to play WoW a lot.
Yeah.
So my headset, I put the mic up and it mutes everything. So.
You can mute yourself on Skype too if you just click the little microphone.
Yeah.
Hey Jeremy, you online right now? Hey Jeremy, are you online right now?
The issues became more complex and the questions more profound and difficult to answer. You never cheated on shorts. Yeah. Sheena, where does the term motorboating come from?
Luckily I got the mature filter on.
Yeah.
I have returned. Yay. What was that link one more time?
What was that?
I'm being told that link didn't work. What was it? What was it one more time? I probably spelled it wrong.
Oh, the Twitch link?
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/D20 Delta 20 play Papa Lima Alpha Tango or Alpha Yankee.
Okay. Make sure I have it right. Yeah, I do. Okay, there it goes.
Okay, we're back at it. Let me draw the map here.
You are so bad. Here, one of the competitors plans a painting with a younger creative partner.
Alright, ladies, man, be simple and fair. I think we should be two types of people.
Okay, I think I got everyone there.
You know, you mentioned the kid, and like the kid in the mouth is like, yeah, I won. And like the guy's like, don't let him say, yeah, I mentioned it, and you're good.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys are outside the cave mouth, and you see the cave inside is completely dark, but there's enough sunlight shining in that you can see rubble and stuff in the mouth of the cave, with big enough rocks that you could actually hide behind them. Let me draw the rest of that so you can see that. There we go. So that's what you guys see. The man and the goblin were standing out in front of this cave. The man just disappeared. The goblin walked back into the cave. What would you guys like?
They didn't seem to notice us at all.
No, they never saw you. You guys were a long ways off when you saw him. In fact, you have some amazing ears that you heard him talking.
Right.
Nice.
I got robot ears.
So what would you like to do?
So the man walked in, and the goblins are where again?
The man disappeared, and the goblin was talking to him. He walked into the cave.
Okay. I'd like to get right here in this corner and kind of peek around.
Okay. All right, go ahead and do that. You peek around and you look.
Wait, I was gonna say, do you want me to? I'm dwarf, so I can see in dark. You want me to do it?
I got dark vision as well.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry.
Where is?
I'm back if y'all are waiting on me.
Hey, Jeremy. Your TV's coming through again.
And we roll a perception check or something, or?
Okay, so you turn. Not yet. No. You turn around, look around the corner, and you see this cave in there, a goblin cave, a goblin den, if there ever was one. It's got old ratty blankets and bedrolls lying on the floor. It's got rodent bones and other trash beside them, probably stuff they were eating. And then there's lice-ridden furs on the walls. You can actually see the lice crawling over the furs as you look from your vantage point. Yeah, go to also make a perception check. Or what's your passive perception?
Should be 12. Let me double check.
You don't even need to make a check to see this thing.
That's 12.
Along the ground, just before that cave mouth, there's a tripwire in the floor. I'll draw it on the map for you. So right here is a tripwire.
Ah, okay.
And that's all you see from there. Oh, let's see, with a 12 perception, you also notice there are, looks like basically holes in the wall big enough that they could be used as arrow slits straight ahead. And you see movement on the other side of those arrow slits. Make a stealth check for me. Okay, whatever's there doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Can I like roll a perception check to try to focus on that area to see what I see? Try to see something, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, wisdom.
How far in does the sun go?
The sun lights up the whole straight path, and then probably like around the corner to where the tripwire is, you'd be able to see pretty good.
I require a new D20, sir.
You can't tell what's behind there, just something moving.
Can the guys out past the cave see me?
Yeah, they can see you.
I'm gonna kind of make slight hand motions and point towards that wall, try to alert them that there's holes and people there.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, when you look at the wall, you can all see that there's arrow slits there.
Let's see. Would that tripwire be considered held or carried?
Maybe. What do you want to do to it?
Or gust. It's a cantrip. I basically create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried that weighs no more than 5 pounds. The object is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, you can shoot a gust at it and see what happens. It may or may not be enough to trigger it. You don't know.
Okay, I'll try that real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you already posted it.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone, put your guys where you want to be when Larian does that.
Oh shit.
Does back at the end count?
You can put yourself where you want to be when you do that.
right here.
Okay. Okay. That gust of wind is enough to push the tripwire, and when it pushed, rocks and all sorts of debris tumbled down from the ceiling on top of you, Larian, and make rough terrain everywhere in the area I'll draw here. So all these squares are difficult terrain now and filled with rubble and rocks. And Larian, you need to make yourself a dexterity saving throw. So you took the brunt of it, and that was 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god!
And whatever was behind those arrow slits is definitely taking notice to that. And everyone roll initiative.
Oh, sorry, guys.
You son of an orc. I got thieves tools that have freaking disabled that.
I'm just updating this for your super awesome tracking check. You made it here before, or with fewer goblins in the lair. You got here so fast.
Nice.
So, remove 1.
Next time you see a tripwire, let somebody
2.
know.
I will. My guy's arrogant, so he just did it to try to be cool.
Okay. Let me roll for
Well,
the
it could have been a
goblins.
good idea. It just depends on what the tripwire was.
So what time are you and Pete leaving for Swerve Driver on Monday?
Probably whenever you get home.
Okay, Azamul, or Azzy, go ahead. So you see movement behind those 2 arrow slits. Something's definitely picking up weapons to use them.
Maybe he could drive. If they felt like it, I'll talk to Rebecca, but maybe Rebecca and Lucille over here with him.
I just move
Hang out
rubble
with them.
right there. Ready another quarterstaff attack.
Whatever, and then
Next go is Aaron.
or home.
I'll ask her. I'll ask him.
Alright.
So Aaron, movement in 5th edition, when there's this difficult terrain of the rubble, that'll take 10 feet per square to go through. And also moving through creatures, whether they're friends or enemies, also takes extra movement to go through. So any ally square would be 10 feet, and any rebel square would be 10 feet.
We're getting out of the way soon.
Alright. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna use an athletics check to get to this spot. Or acrobatics, whatever.
Okay. You trying to like jump there or something?
No, it's over difficult acrobatics and takes over difficult terrain. I can. What is it?
You can definitely get there. You just have to dash to get that far. Because that's 40 feet of movement from where you started. 35 if you go to the south here for 1 square.
I thought with acrobatics, difficult terrain, I can negate that.
No. Maybe it might be an optional rule in the DMG, but they don't use those in the Adventure League.
Well, you could like jump over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll do whatever it takes to get there, using my acrobatics.
It takes a dash action to get there.
Dash, and might as well use it all.
Yeah.
Okay, the next go is Larian.
Oh, let's see, maybe 10, 20. Yeah. So getting here would be all my movement.
That'd be 5 squares of movement, or 25 feet.
25? Okay.
Yep.
Then one more, be done.
Okay. Now the goblins go.
I call
So-
him a freak retard.
A goblin comes up to the opening and shoves a spear through it. Or no, shoots a short bow through it, actually. So here's a short bow shot on Aaron. 17 to hit for 7 piercing.
No,
Ow.
they're slits. Can I just be like hugging the wall?
You bet. You're right up against the slit, so you'd probably want to be trying to hug the wall just like they are. So that'll give you 3/4 cover, so that I had 5 to your armor class. So 17 should miss, right?
17 plus 5 is 23.
No, your armor class is 15. You're 17? Yeah, nice. Okay, next.
I'm trying to understand exactly what. So any square with the red in there costs me an extra 5. Is that what
Yep.
you're saying?
Those are all difficult terrain now.
5, 15. And if I got here, would I be able to see Larian, or what is this last red bar here?
That's where the tripwire was.
Okay, so that's no longer there. And I'd be able to see Larian.
Yep, just barely in the dim light until you light a torch.
And if I move next to Arian here, would I be able to attack this goblin at all, or no?
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
As Arian discovered and the goblin discovered, it's very hard to attack when you're both right next to
I'll
the slit.
move here, bonus action, hit Larian with a healing word.
Okay.
For healing Larian. And then I will attack the goblin with an 11 AC.
And that misses. Goblins go now. Okay. And then this other goblin comes forward and tries to stab you with his scimitar. So you get +5 to your armor class here.
Okay. You know, we can't actually see that square.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
You should be able to see like half a goblin, right?
Well, I see a wall there, so I didn't assume anything could attack through a wall.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just that little tiny opening there. Okay. He missed you by a mile, though. Throm, your turn.
15, 25, 30, 35, 45, 55. I'm going to double move there.
All right. Azzy, your turn.
And then I'm going to look around, see if there's anybody else in here.
Definitely no one else in there, just you two.
Okay. I wonder how they get back there.
Okay, I don't know what to do. So, I'm gonna move 50, right? So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Is that right? 10, 20, 30.
It's 40 so far.
That was 40?
Yep.
I'm gonna inspect the disgusting lice-ridden furs.
Okay. All right.
Should that be a wisdom check or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing behind that one. Just a lice to jump out of the way of. Aaron, your turn.
Can't remember if I have any. Do I have any bolts for my hand crossbow? I can't remember. I don't think I do.
You get disadvantage when you're right next to something with it.
Can I peek into the slit where the arrow came out of and see if I can see the goblin?
Yeah, you can see the goblin. You could attack him with a hand axe or a battle axe. He just has lots of cover, like you do.
Can I attempt to grapple him and bash his head against the freaking the slit?
Yes, you can. You'll have disadvantage on the grapple check because of the.
Do I just roll the attack with the axe tricks?
You roll the strength check. So you got a 3 with your disadvantage, unfortunately. And the goblin got an 8. So the goblin dodged out of your way.
Yep.
Okay, Larian, your turn.
I see 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna pull back this.
There is a room beyond there.
Awesome.
So ignore that wall that's there. It's actually just open directly into the room. And that's about what you can see from where you're standing.
So would I be able to finish my last 3 movements?
Absolutely. You can keep moving.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Actually, I forgot about this.
When you actually... Oh, go ahead.
Crap. Yep.
Cool.
Forget about that ability.
Nice trick. I'm going to let you stop here in case you want to do something different, because I'll draw the room for you.
Okay.
So this is what you see when you get to where you can see the room. There we go.
Now
This little goblin here, he is unlocking the wolves. He's unlocked this south wolf cage already, and he's working on the north wolf cage.
Okay.
So go ahead and finish your move if you want.
Is pulling that back in action, or?
No, that's just part of your moving.
Okay. So here, and I'm gonna ice knife him.
All right.
Since I see him doing it, I don't have time to really do much else, so I'm gonna ice knife him.
13 is a hit. Because he's not using a shield right now. So that does 6 piercing to him. Then explodes. It's going to do another at least 2 to him for a total of 8, so it kills him no matter what.
Okay.
And then the 2 wolves are going to take 4 or 2. So the north wolf, dex save. And then dex save for the south wolf. So they both make it, so they both take 2.
Good try, though.
But the good news is you killed that goblin before you could get the second wolf unlatched. So you only got 1 wolf that's free, and that's the south wolf.
Very nice.
Okay. That was
They both pass it, so they don't take any damage.
Oh, oh, that's right. You're right. Thank you
It's
for
not
reminding me.
Yep, no worries. I'm like, wait a second, that's a damage on half? All right, that's a half damage on
That's
fail?
a great spell.
Yeah, that's OP as shit.
Hey, you know what? I completely forgot from the last mission was inspiration. And for remembering the rules there and helping me out, Larry, and you can go ahead and have inspiration.
Oh,
So
sweet,
inspiration, what that does is you can use it before you make a d20 roll to give yourself advantage. Or you can use it to give someone else advantage before they make a d20 roll. So it's very useful for like saving throws or death saves or stuff like that. Or if you just want to make sure you hit someone. And I'll put a little mark on you, Larian, so you can see what that is. Let's just use this little leaf mark here.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Leaves. There they are. Okay. Okay, and I need to add the wolves to the initiative order to... Let me do that real quick.
Man. So just sitting there thinking about all the shit you could do if that thing was half damage on fail.
Okay, Larian just finished. Goblin 3's turn. Goblin 3 keeps trying to fight through the opening there. It attacks Aaron with a scimitar. Misses Aaron. Duncan, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to go for Goblin 4 here.
Okay. That misses. Goblin 4 goes.
Alright, well, I'm going to use one of my War Priest bonus attacks then.
Okay. 15, 20. That hit for 10 bludgeoning and kills him.
Nice.
I like it.
Can't
move into there, though, huh?
No, you can't fit in there.
Yeah.
Throm, your turn.
Alright.
15, 20.
Say if you have
20, 25.
If you don't have more than a 16 AC, you might want to stay behind me.
Mine is 16 as well.
You might want to stay behind me then, because I can boost mine up to 21.
Oh, okay. I'm going to move there. I'm going to rage. And then I'm going to ready an attack. Wait, are the wolves still in the cage? Or are they...
The south wolf's not in the cage. You do want to be careful with raging, because it'll end if you your turn ends and you've neither attacked a hostile creature nor taken damage since your last turn.
Okay, I will save that then.
So yeah, don't rage when you're not.
Yeah, I forgot that. I will move there and I'll ready an attack. If one of the wolves gets next to me, I will hit it.
Okay. Wolf 1 growls and nips at his cage to try and get out. Wolf 2 comes charging out of his cage. He's got a speed of 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he comes charging there. Throm, your ready to attack goes off.
Nope.
Ready to attacks, for everyone's reference, they use your reaction. So if you'd already used your reaction for something else, you would not be able to do a ready to attack. A 9 that misses. The wolf's turn. He attacks Larian with a bite. 15, Larian. That misses you outright, right? Okay. Azzy, your turn.
I love having a sorcerer with 16 plus AC.
That's pretty good, yeah.
That's like a sword mage for 40. That was my favorite class.
That Lifesford Infer that blocks the pathway to Larian and Throm doesn't take any movement. But you guys do all have lights all over you now.
Ah, great.
ahead.
That's really
I don't really have body hair, so I don't really care.
okay. Here, that's all I can really do. It's all in my beard. It's disgusting.
Aaron,
I'm
your turn.
dry heaving. Ugh.
All right. So I can go. No. 25 dash. I can make it to about here, right?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You
He
can
gets
get
an up attack
you
on
can get
you,
all the
though.
way behind Larian from where you're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11 squares behind Larian. That's 55 feet of movement.
I got out of there.
Goblin
Going
3
forward.
does get an op attack, but it's going to be really hard to hit you. So he takes it and misses. Larian, your turn.
I'm gonna slash at this guy.
12 might hit a wolf. It does not. The wolf
Get
dodges it.
behind me, you little magic-y thing.
Goblin 3, he provokes from Duncan. Go ahead, Duncan.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's a crit. No.
That's a big hit. Take out half the cave wall with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I forgot a power that goblins have. You do take out half the cave wall, but it actually goes over the goblin's head. Because they have nimble escape.
Oh, nice.
So he's actually disengaging as a bonus action when he left you. You didn't actually use your reaction for that since he didn't actually provoke. But you did knock a wall off the cave wall. See if I can do this math here. There we go. Okay, he runs to there and tries to open up the wolf's cage, but he has not done it yet because it took him his whole action to get there.
Son of a bitch.
Duncan, your turn.
Can I still see him?
Yeah, barely.
Okay, great. Because my Sacred Flame ignores cover.
He tries to dodge the fires. He does. He dodges it.
Damn. So close. Oh, well. And then I'll still have my move, so I'll go 1.
Go ahead and move.
That's
Throm.
10.
You don't have to tell. You don't have to tell us what you're moving to. You can just go ahead and do it. Throm, go ahead.
But that's 10 squares, right? Both of those?
Yeah, they are.
10, 12.
Go ahead, Throm.
All right, I'm gonna circle around the wolf and try to smack him again.
And that did it. 4 bludgeoning.
And now I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Do you? Or nope. Nope. Never mind.
That's it for Throm. The wolf goes. Wolf 1 goes. He's still trying to get out of his cage. Wolf 2 goes. He's still attacking Larian. 17, Larian.
Yeah, but I'm gonna shield it.
Shield spell. Okay.
Yep. So he's
Azzy,
gonna
your
miss it.
turn.
Can I move right here next to Throm without
Yeah.
having a... Okay, and then
Yep.
I'll attack with my two-handed quarterstaff.
13 hit. 3 doesn't kill him,
13
though.
hits. And then I'll do my bonus action
Okay.
with my unarmed.
That's a
which
hit,
is
and
also-
that drops that wolf with a yelp. He goes down.
Nice.
Then you can keep moving, too, Azzy, if you want to.
I used...
Your turn, Aaron. You don't have to
15.
tell us. You can just do it. Aaron, your turn.
I was... Okay.
Alright. Boom, and then I'm just gonna attack him twice with my hand axes. Yay.
Miss.
Ugh.
Larian, your turn.
One. This corner right here wouldn't be additional, would it?
Nope.
Kind of like this one was right here.
No, it's
Okay.
soft.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come up to his side right here. And I'm actually gonna Blade Ward. So my action, I'll cast Blade Ward, give me resistance to physical.
The goblin finishes unlatching the wolf and then disengages back to the door here, then pulls out, or no, disengages back to there and attacks Larian with his scimitar. Missed you, or no, it hit you, but your Blade Ward helps, right?
I believe it is over. Their shield is over.
Shield's over, but Blade Ward
Yeah,
should
until
help.
start of my. Yeah, it's gonna help. It's just gonna reduce the damage. So I only take 3
All right.
instead of the entire 6. I'm glad I did that. Holy crap!
Duncan, your turn.
I will move up and hit the newly released wolf with a sacred flame.
The wolf tries to dodge the fires. Fails. Takes 2 radiant damage.
I'm done.
Okay. Next to go is Throm.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move up to there and beat this goblin over the head. I am raging, so that's only a 12.
You on top of him, or?
Yeah.
What?
You accidentally moved on top of him.
He's all the way by the wall on my screen.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Yeah.
Let me move him
Yes.
back and forth. There we go. Did he move for
Okay.
you?
Yeah, now he did.
Huh,
Okay.
Weird. Okay.
That happens to me all the time.
Does it really?
Yeah, I always end up just refreshing the page.
Okay. So you're
I'm
raging.
so
it's a
13
12 to hit.
damage.
A
If I hit.
12 misses though.
Ah.
Okay. Wolf 1 goes. Wolf 1 comes out of that cage and attacks the barbarian. And the wolf's got pack tactics, so he has advantage to attack a creature if one non-hostile ally is within 5 feet of the target.
Okay.
And so he attacks you, Throm. And that is a 23 to hit
Oh yeah.
for 7 piercing. 11
All right.
strength.
I have resistance because I'm raging.
Yep,
So I take 3 or 4.
3. You get a round down.
Okay.
And then make it a strength save. You need an 11 to not get knocked prone. All right, no problem. Azzy, your turn.
All right. Come here.
17's a hit and 15's a hit for a total of 9 points of damage to the wolf. That drops the wolf. And then you can keep moving if you want. Arian, your turn.
I'm gonna go around him and attack the goblin again.
Hit, and 3 and 3 damage. He's just barely standing now. And next goes Larian.
I'm gonna whack at him with a dagger, slash at him with a dagger.
Okay. You kill him, Larian.
Yeah.
Down goes the last goblin. Okay. As you guys catch your breath and you look around, there's no other goblins in this room.
I was about to ask, wasn't there a door right here?
There are 2 doorways, though, yeah. One that Aaron's standing right beside, and the one down to the south. The room is just filled with goblin clutter.
Can we
Just some decrepit furnishings is all.
can we keep
This
moving
one or
and
the other
stay in initiative or no?
No, you don't need to stay in initiative. Oh, you can if you want. If you want to go crashing through that
Well,
door.
I want to so I can keep my rage
Oh,
going.
you want to keep raging? Okay. So Aaron, I mean, you moved, attacked. You can keep moving if you want.
I'm gonna look at this door real quick.
Okay. It's actually an action to search it for traps, so
So I can't do that.
you'll have to wait for next round to do that.
There's not going to be any traps or goblins. I don't know anything.
Yeah, look at the freaking rubble you caused.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Okay. Larry, your turn.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rest for a minute.
Well, I'm gonna go 1, 2. Oh my god. I'm gonna go right here and check that trap for, or check that door. So
Check
wisdom.
that trap for doors.
Be wisdom, right?
It is a wisdom, yes. Okay, you don't see any doors. You don't see any doors on the trap. You don't see
Nice.
traps on the door. Okay.
Okay.
You can open it and keep moving if you want.
I'm just gonna open it and stay here.
Okay. And I'll draw what you see there. You can see a cavern. There we go. And you see some prisoners held in a cell in the cave. They look like farmers, just common farmer types. Except for one of them is wearing like black padded clothing like you'd wear under heavy armor. That'd be the John Cleese guy.
Okay.
So that's what you see from there. Duncan, you see about the same thing.
Yeah, I'll move up to Larry and pat him on the back and heal him for
Oh, sweet.
9 hit
nice.
points.
Thrawn,
I've
your
actually
turn.
used those same tokens in a game I ran one time.
Yeah.
Just for random peasants. I'm going to go to the other door and just kick it open.
Okay. You just move
So,
10 feet to the door, opening it's
Feet.
free,
sorry.
and then I'll draw what you see it after you open
Yep.
it.
I didn't mean to click that.
Ogre
So 10,
smash.
Just check
15,
something
20,
real quick
25,
here.
30. I'm just going to keep moving without even looking. So
Okay. When you get to there, you can see the whole room. Let's draw the whole room for you. There we go. You see a bugbear in the back of that room, sitting on a chair, holding a huge shield that looks like it was made out of a black dragon scale.
wow.
He's commanding 3 goblins, and you see peasants all chained up and caged, both north and south parts of the room. All of them look like simple farmers, except for that one guy in the under armor clothing.
All right, so I've moved 30 to there. Would I be able to drop down my warhammer, pull out a hand axe, and throw it at this closest goblin?
You would, no problem.
I will do that.
23 is a hit, 9 slashing. You chop that goblin right through the skull. He drops.
Nice.
All right, next go is Azzy.
And that keeps his rage going?
Yeah, as long as he attacks
Okay.
before the end of his turn. Oh,
As long as I attack
see.
or take damage, yeah.
so Throm, that was the end of that round, and then we pull the bugbear and these guys in initiative order here. So bugbear, goblin, goblin.
Shit, I forgot to ask. I would have picked up my dagger in that last fight.
Sure.
So.
Okay. That's Azzy, your turn.
Okay.
I need more.
Let's move right here. And just ready an attack. That's as far as I can make it.
Aaron,
Well-
your turn.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move behind Throb, the moving meat shield.
You want to throw anything, or are you done?
I'm done.
Larry, your turn.
What are these goblins wearing?
The goblins are wearing leather armor, and they are carrying shields. The bugbear's wearing...
Carrying?
Yeah.
Would
Although-
that work for my shocking grasp if if I like grab the shield instead
No,
of them
they're
themselves?
wood. They're wooden shields.
Oh, okay, never mind. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna try to shock and grasp him.
Okay. You hit him. 3 lightning and no reactions. Which means you can back away if you want. The bugbear.
Yeah.
He moves forward.
I am actually gonna drop right here.
3. Puffs his chest out. 4. Drags his Morningstar across the cage and laughs at the prisoners. And hurls a javelin at Throm. Crits Throm with the
Ooh.
javelin throw. Does 9 piercing damage,
Shit.
Throm. But you're raging, so it's only 4 piercing
It's only
damage.
4, and I think I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance. Actually, no, I'll save that.
Okay. Bugbear's done. Duncan, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move up behind Larian and hit Goblin 11 with a Sacred Flame.
Okay, he tries to dodge your flames. He fails. He takes 2 radiant, which he survives. Okay. This goblin, he laughs, cackling, but still stays behind his bugbear friend. And lowers his shield and fires a short bow at Throm. He's got cover from this attack from where you're standing. But 22 still
Jeez.
hits with cover for 3 piercing, so you took 1 piercing.
Okay.
Goblin 11, he's badly injured here. He grabs his shield and steps forward with his scimitar attack to Larian. 21 Larian.
Definitely hits.
7 slashing damage.
Oh, thank God for that healing.
Then he does a nimble escape.
Ooh.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movement. Throm, your turn.
All right. What kind of action is it to pick up my hammer from the ground?
Free. You can just grab
Okay.
it as you go.
I will grab it and move up and attack the bugbear.
All right. 19's a hit. 4 bludgeoning.
6. Because I'm
You're right,
raging.
because you're raging. Next is Azzy.
That's as far as I can make it. Yeah, that's all I can do. So I
Okay,
can't get through him.
Aaron, your turn. You can do a dash if you want.
Oh, I could.
Yep.
Actually, I will.
I'll give you 10
That's-
squares of movement. The
Which will.
trick I use is I usually count movement in squares. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it's just 2 squares for difficult terrain, which your allies are.
So it'll give me 2 squares. So I'll be in front.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Aaron, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move up next to the bugbear and smack him with my axes.
All right. 20 hit, 24 crit. So 4 for the first one, 6 for the second one for 10 total.
Nice.
The bugbear's looking badly wounded now.
Good.
Larian, your turn.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah. I hit that one by mistake. I move here, but while running up towards him, I'm gonna chuck one of my daggers at him.
All right, go for it.
I threw it from here.
That's a hit. 4 piercing drops him.
Nice.
Nice cinematic shot. Bugbear 1. He tries to. He takes his Morningstar up. It's a huge, wicked Morningstar and slams it down at Throm. 12 misses though. Throm dodges out of its way. And next go is Duncan.